I'm ready. Is the state ready?
The state's ready. Not sure if the procedural posture we're in, Your Honor, but...
Yeah, jury trials is demanded. It's been demanded.
Whatever seat over here, Mr. Lee. You'll have a jury trial on December 5th. This is determining whether you're going to be in jail or not in jail. Waiting for that trial on December 5th. You're not entitled to a jury trial on that.
They call it Robert Simmons. Officer Terry Steele. He informed me yesterday he couldn't be here because he had drill with the United States Army.
You call me for an attempt when you get to the truth of what you're going to tell you guys.
I do. Please state your name, spell your last name.
Robert Simmons, S-I-M-M-O-N-S.
And where do you work?
Metro National Police Department.
Are you a police officer?
I am.
And were you working as a police officer on July 10th of this year?
I was.
And did you have occasion to make a speeding stop in the area of Linbar Drive?
I did.
Could you tell us about that stop?
On that day, I was running laser enforcement on Linbar Drive. I observed Mr. Williams' vehicle traveling 42 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. I initiated a traffic stop, at which point he presented a ID that was checked and it was suspended at the time. I did a records check and determined that he was not eligible for a citation and took him into custody for driving on a suspended license.
Objection.
What ground?
That's false information.
But you don't have an opportunity to cross-examine him here in just a minute.
What state was the ID issued from?
Tennessee.
And when you said you checked it, how did you check it?
Through our ARMS record system, run his criminal history, also the state system for the status of the license that came back suspended.
Suspended in Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
The person that you stopped that day, his license was suspended, do you see him in the courtroom?
I did. Mr. Williams sitting in the red shirt and jacket to your right.
Let the record reflect he's identified the defendant. About your interaction with Mr. Williams that day?
Yes, sir. He presented several documents. Said he was a sovereign citizen, that he was not required by the Constitution to have a driver's license, that we were unlawfully arresting him. When I ran his record, he had been arrested several previous times for the same offense, some of which he had already been convicted of.
Were you able to take him into custody without incident?
I was. I called other officers over there, and he was taken into custody without any incident.
And has he since filed a lawsuit against you based on these events?
He has. He's suing myself, other officers, judges of this court, stating that...
I haven't been told about it.
No, sorry. Other judges of Nashville, saying that all this is unlawful and that he's demanding, or he's suing us for money.
Did he make a reference in the pleadings of his lawsuit suggesting he might have killed you that day?
He did. Actually, I received it yesterday from Metro Legal, a document he proceeded. I don't know exact, but he said he used caution in not taking the life of the officer when he was being unlawfully arrested. He referenced the law from 1896 and 1900. I believe where somebody killed a police officer when they were being unlawfully arrested.
This sovereign citizen, Anthony Williams, is out of his ever-loving mind. So because he got pulled over, he's now suing the officers and judges and all that. And he puts in his lawsuit that he could have killed the officer. Why in the doohickey would you put that in your lawsuit? This guy is out of his freaking mind.
Anything further? Thank you.
Yes. Did you view the Tennessee driver's license that I had?
Say again?
Did you view the Tennessee driver's license that I had?
Yes.
And you saw that it was a Tennessee driver's license and that it was suspended?
You hand me the card, which we run through the system to determine the status. We don't go on just what the license says. We check the system.
No, but that's not what I asked you. Then did you view a driver's license that I issued to you, that I gave you?
It was either a driver's license or an ID-only card, but you presented me a card with your photo and name on it.
Okay, so in order to have a driving on suspended license, you would have to have a Tennessee driver's license, correct?
Objection, that calls for a legal conclusion.
No. You can't have a suspended license if you don't have a license.
Objection, calls for a legal conclusion.
So when I presented the documents to you, did you get to read the documents?
Which document?
The certified documents that I had apostilled by the Secretary of State and also registered in the County Register of Deeds Office.
I did.
And do you know what those documents meant?
I go off of the driver's license that you hand me, and through our record check that it's suspended.
Okay, and you stated on this paper that you viewed me driving a motor vehicle, which is a false statement. You did not view me driving a motor vehicle. You saw me traveling in an automobile.
This guy is fucking stupid!
Now, under Title 18 U.S.C. 31-610, it defines what a motor vehicle is. It says that...
Well, Mr. Williams, I don't mean to interrupt, but we're not in federal court, we're in state court, so the state law is what applies.
Well, the U.S. Constitution takes precedence over any state law.
You U.S. Constitution, you cited some title...
That title is for all 50 states. The U.S. Title Code is for all 50 states, and it defines what a motor vehicle is that the states have to abide by.
You don't have to answer that question. Any more questions?
That'll be all for right now.
Certified copies of the driving history, prior conviction, and driver's status on the date requested for the pending clause.
Are these my copies?
No.
Can I get
You
copies?
don't have copies made for you
No
this week.
request discovery.
But we'll make copies for you.
I do have a question, though. Every officer in here or public official in here, you are sworn to uphold, you're sworn by oath to uphold the U.S. Constitution and the Tennessee State Constitution, correct?
That's correct.
Right, and not to uphold any statute or, annotated codes, but to uphold the Constitution.
Well, no, you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Tennessee as well as the laws.
Well, but if the laws contravene the U.S. Constitution and the Tennessee State Constitution, it went to the Supreme Court that said that the citizens or the people of that republic do not have to obey those laws. And to those laws are null
I
and
do not
void.
have before me, Mr. Williams, any type of motion to declare any law unconstitutional or anything else.
But that's what I was going to present at the jury trial.
You don't present that to the jury. That's a question of law for the court to decide, not the jury to decide.
Well, that's for the jury to hear.
Juries do not decide the law.
No, they don't decide the law, but, I would have the case law printed out for them to view, that actually is the U.S. Constitution and Tennessee State Constitution and that title, U.S. Title Code.
Sir, sit your behind down. You are making a complete fool of yourself.
Do you wish to testify, sir? This proceeding?
I can.
Pardon?
I can.
Well, it's up to you. Let me advise you, Mr. Williams, you have an absolute right to testify in any judicial proceeding when it's a case involving you, you have an equal absolute right not to testify if you choose not to do so. And if you choose not to do so, I cannot consider it against you or use it against you for any reason whatsoever.
Well, I mean,
You've already indicated clearly that you absolutely do not want representation by an attorney. So I just want to make sure you understand your rights before you make any decision as to what you're going to do here today.
I mean, I do understand that because who I'm representing today is a legal fiction. It's a corporate fiction, which the paperwork has already been filed in the courts.
You're a legal fiction?
No, I'm not a legal fiction. I represent the legal fiction that you all are trying to prosecute.
Your Honor, don't worry. I got you covered. This man is just trying to use the standard sovereign citizen defense. It's all nonsense.
I can't be prosecuted.
Why?
I'm sovereign. That means
Have you filed anything with the
it's already in the court.
Geneva Convention at The Hague?
Everything already been filed. That's why I was trying to let the officers know. That's some of the paperwork that I gave them.
Until such time as the filings are proper, you're just another person in the court's eyes, and whether you're a U.S. citizen or a sovereignty or whatever, when you're in this country, you follow the laws of this country. So
I do. I follow the
I don't treat
Constitution.
you like I do everybody else until such time as I'm told to do otherwise.
That's all I ask is to follow the Constitution.
Would you like to testify or not, sir, as to whether or not, after what's before the court today, as to whether or not you were stopped while driving in excess of the speed limit on July 10th, 2011?
Yeah, I'd like to testify because there were some perjured statements made.
All right, swear in.
Raise your right hand, please.
You solemnly swear affirm that the testimony you give to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
So help me Yahweh, not God. I do.
Okay, so I just noticed that this man is wearing a secret spy camera in court. Wow. That's a first.
What would you like to say, Ms. Reed?
Well, this court, I've already established that it does not have subject matter jurisdiction. And according to case law, the court can't determine its own self to have jurisdiction in any case. Once that is established, the court has to establish that it actually has subject matter jurisdiction because I am not a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. I'm a U.S. non-citizen national, which the laws that I abide by are only the USA Constitution and the Tennessee State Constitution. And all the other laws, as long as they do not contravene the U.S. Constitution or the Tennessee State Constitution.
Are you saying that you're immune from prosecution?
That's correct.
Do you
With
have
those,
anything indicating your immunity status?
yes, sir.
Where is that?
Come on. Can you bring my briefcase? It's open, so yeah, that it don't make sense. And these documents have already been filed in the county and apostilled by the Secretary of State of my status.
Well, that's your declaration of status, doesn't it?
The state had opportunity to rebut it, and they never did. I also published it in the news scene, Nashville news scene for 4 weeks to give the state the opportunity to rebut.
Were you here in this country legal?
No, I'm a national. I'm here legal. I'm a U.S. non-citizen national. I was born here, but I'm not a U.S. citizen because the U.S. federal government is a corporation and not a country. So I'm not an employee of your corporation.
This dude is so stupid, he didn't even realize he just debunked himself. He just admitted to being born here in the United States. And everyone knows if you're born here in the United States, then you're a citizen of the United States. All this foreign citizen national stuff that he's talking is straight nonsense.
That's why the U.S. Supreme Court has recently declared that corporations are persons.
Exactly. That's who you're prosecuting, a corporation, which I am not. I'm a flesh and blood, sentient, living being, man, and servant of Yahshua the Messiah.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I just want to get y'all where y'all can have this document. Do y'all need to make copies of it?
We'll have copies made in the city.
some of this I've already entered into the court.
I have, this, it was a general session pleading, but on the first page it says not for hire, Joshua, common law jurisdiction. Is that one of the documents?
But that's one of the documents.
I have another document which is an affidavit of, Anthony Troy Williams by special visitation.
That's another one of the documents.
Those are the only two documents I have, sir. If there's other ones, we'll have to make copies of them. Do you want these introduced again?
That's correct.
2 and 3.
Here's the document that you all will need to make copies of. It also has the document number on there that's been registered in the county registered deed. Also the copyright with my name. Well, my name is a copyrighted trademark, the all caps letter Anthony Troy Williams, and any use by the state or any of its principals, then you all have to compensate me for that, which I will send you a bill on that later.
I will send it to the state director. I don't say the bill correct.
Quiet, please.
Yeah, but, yeah, then we'll make copies of the new ones he's submitted, and we'll give him back his original, and we'll make a copy. Is there, other than these exhibits, is there anything else that you wish to submit to the
Yes,
court?
I've never disturbed the peace. The peace has been disturbed upon me. I'm not a violent man. I've been very cordial with all the police officers. Everything that I've said to them were based on the law, and I also presented the documents to validate the claims that I made. But there's nothing that the state has put forth to show that any laws that they've been trying to uphold are constitutional, and that's the reason why I do have a federal lawsuit right now against 2 judges and 4 of the police, well, 3 of the police officers and the chief of police and the district attorney.
I assume that that lawsuit's about to be amended to add new parties.
If my constitutional rights are violated, that's correct. As long as I get the trial by jury that I'm demanding, and if a trial of 12 jurors convict me, I will submit. But I will not submit to the state of Tennessee, a corporation, telling me what my constitutional rights are when it's right there in black and white, especially the Tennessee Constitution, because the Article 1, the Declaration in Article 1 Tennessee Constitution states that all power is inherent in the people. That means everybody in here that's a public official is beneath me and work for me, as well as the rest of the people of the state of Tennessee.
Well, that was true until you declared yourself to be a non-citizen, so you don't have that standing.
No, I'm a non-citizen of the state of Tennessee, not the Tennessee Republic.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
That's what all that documentation is for. Because Tennessee is a republic. There's 2 ruling governments. You got a corporation government, and then you got the country, the organic republic.
Well,
That's
the jury trial set for December 5th. You'll have the opportunity to present your case to the jury at that time.
okay.
Steve, don't get these documents back to you and make sure everything's marked as exhibit.
Okay.
Is there any questions?
Okay.
Any cross-examination? You said that there was some perjury going on. Is there something the officer testified to that's the same perjury?
Yeah, he said he saw my a driver's license, which I don't have because I don't have to have one. He said he saw me driving a motor vehicle, which is incorrect because I don't drive a motor vehicle. I travel in an automobile.
Quiet, please.
You heard that? Some people in the courtroom were just laughing at his ridiculous statement.
Were you also stopped by another police officer in September?
Yes, sir. And illegally kidnapped and detained, which he's a part of the lawsuit also.
He claimed you were speeding too. Is that true?
That's incorrect. I was not speeding, and neither one of them even wrote me a ticket for the citation that they cited me for. And I was subsequently on the one with Robert Simmons. I was taken into custody at my house. I was kidnapped from my home on a bogus capias that Judge Moreland issued, which is the reason why he's a defendant in the federal lawsuit, because he perjured himself also, and he violated his oath of office, which I've already submitted my complaint to the Judicial Committee.
And when you were unlawfully kidnapped by this police officer in September of 2011, were you operating an automobile at that time?
Yes, sir, I was traveling in my automobile.
On a road or street?
Yes, sir, which is my right to do.
Okay. You got it back, we got the exhibit.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you have your seat back over there. Mr. Williams, you still insist you be allowed to represent yourself?
That's correct, sir, because no attorney is adequate enough to represent me.
That's a real good one right there. You sure you don't?
He's not good enough.
You don't even know who he is?
Doesn't matter. You got a license from the bar.
No.
You're not barred attorney.
No, I can use the Constitution.
What I'm saying, but you're not licensed like by the bar. You didn't pass the bar. Okay, then he's not adequate to represent me.
Anything else? Right. The evidence that Mr. Williams' wife violated the law by continuing to drive on the public roadways from Tennessee in an automobile that has driver's license has been suspended. We'll revoke whatever his bonds are. His bonds in each case is $10,000 each. As a condition of the bond, he will not be allowed to operate an automobile. I guess the only case for this court is the 2011 62.
From